Brooklyn Beckham has just reignited the rumors of a family feud between his famous parents, David and Victoria Beckham, and all it took was one sly quip about London. But was it just a playful comment, or a carefully veiled jab at the very city that built his parents' empire? Stay with me until the end, because the layers of this story reveal much more than a joke. They may expose the cracks in one of the world's most polished celebrity families. Before we jump in, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Here, we uncover the biggest celebrity stories, the untold truths, and the moments no one else dares to break down. Trust me, you won't want to miss this one. It all started with an offhand remark. Brooklyn, during a conversation, made a quip about London, the city where his father became a football legend, and where his mother transformed from posh spice into a fashion powerhouse. For David and Victoria, London isn't just a city. It's their foundation, their identity, their legacy. But for Brooklyn, the comment came across as dismissive. It wasn't just about geography, it was about separating himself from the weight of being a Beckham. And in the eyes of fans, that quip was more than cheeky banter. It was a spark, reigniting whispers of a deeper family feud. To understand why this is such a big deal, you need to know what London represents. For David Beckham, London is where he rose from a working-class boy to a global football icon, playing for Manchester United before conquering the world stage. For Victoria, London is where she joined the Spice Girls and became, posh, an icon of British pop culture. The city isn't just part of their story, it is their story. London shaped their brand, their fame, and their fortune. And for Brooklyn to poke fun at it, to many, it feels like he's poking fun at everything they built. As the eldest child, Brooklyn has always been under the heaviest spotlight. Growing up, he wasn't just Brooklyn, he was David and Victoria's son. Every move was compared to his parents' legacy. Football, he tried it, but the pressure was unbearable. Modeling, he dabbled, but the criticism was harsh. Photography, same story. Eventually, Brooklyn carved out a new life for himself in the US, marrying actress Nicola Peltz and immersing himself in an entirely different world. And while he seems happy, this new lifestyle has only widened the distance between him and the Beckham brand. His quip about London may not just be a joke, it may be his way of drawing a line, saying, "I'm not defined by my parents anymore." Of course, this isn't the first time fans have picked up on tensions within the Beckham family. For years, whispers of a rift have circulated, particularly around Brooklyn's marriage. Rumors of disagreements between Victoria and Nicola Peltz have spilled into the press, sparking talk of awkward family gatherings and strained relationships. Now, with Brooklyn making comments that seem to poke fun at London, it feels like yet another layer of that tension is bubbling to the surface. To the outside world, the Beckhams present themselves as picture-perfect, a family empire. But behind the carefully curated Instagram posts, there may be fractures only visible in moments like this. Here's the question: was Brooklyn's quip about London really shade, or are people reading too much into it? On one hand, it could be a harmless joke, a throwaway comment that means nothing. On the other, Brooklyn knows exactly how powerful his words are. When you're part of a family as famous as the Beckhams, nothing you say is ever just a joke. If it was intentional, then the message is clear. Brooklyn is distancing himself from his parents' world, and maybe even challenging the Beckham brand. If it wasn't, then it's still a reminder of how fragile the family's public image really is. The Beckham family has always stood as a symbol of unity, success, and influence. They've built an empire, blending sports, fashion, and celebrity into one powerful brand. But as the children grow older, the image is harder to maintain. Brooklyn's choices, his words, and his lifestyle reflect a new generation of Beckhams who aren't bound to the old rules. The London comment may just be the tip of the iceberg, a sign that the Beckham family's perfect image is beginning to show cracks. And if that's true, then we may be witnessing the unraveling of one of pop culture's most carefully constructed dynasties. So is Brooklyn's quip about London just an innocent joke? Or was it a subtle jab, a way of throwing shade at his parents' world and the city that built their legacy? Whatever the case, it has reignited the speculation around the Beckham family feud, and fans are watching closely for the next move. One thing's for sure, when it comes to the Beckhams, no comment is ever truly casual. Every word carries meaning, and every quip adds fuel to the fire. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Brooklyn was being playful, or was this a dig that exposes the deeper rift within the Beckham family? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this story is far from over. And before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. The next celebrity bombshell we're covering might just be the biggest Beckham twist yet, and trust me, you won't want to miss it.